Hi, and welcome to Star Lighthouse. I'm Prashant, and this is your weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Virgo. This is a general read, so I suggest you take whatever resonates with you and leave everything else behind. And if this reading does connect with you, there is an extended to it. The link for that extension is below in the description box. I hope you like the reading, and if you do, please do like, subscribe and share. That would be very helpful. So Virgo, how are you doing? Almost Thanksgiving time. How are you feeling? Hope you got time to connect with your family, friends, loved ones. Got some moment to share gratitude with them. I know this has been a tough year, especially emotionally, almost on all of us. But hope you find some time to share some gratitude with them, your loved ones, you're able to connect with them. Get some family time this week. Let's see what's going on for you in this week. Think about the thought, the feeling, the idea that brought you to this reading. Take a deep breath and let go of everything else. Let's focus on that thought, feeling, and maybe this reading has an answer for you. Let's see what's going on for you. Empress energy. You're getting into a very powerful self mode. Being blocked by Queen of Chalices, balancing troubled emotional waters. Past situations, Magician. Finding your own power, learning what's your power is like, and who you all about. Your connection to even like your own spiritual path, or like your more than like, if not you're not thinking about spiritual, it's like more than material path. Your connection to it is established, your understanding of power, and that's where the Empress energy is coming, where you become more than self. Empress is someone who is able to provide for people around for like communal and bigger purposes, for spiritual purposes. Mind's ambition, Ace of Coins, and Heart's desire, Seven of Swords. So Ace of Coins point towards a great new start, and Seven of Coins points towards like leaving behind old self, where you previously probably were acting for your... See, it's possibly that your perception was limited in terms of how valuable you are and how far outreach your voice is, like how well you are heard and how important your voice is. So it could be based on the efforts, like it could be like the spirit, the hope that you bring. The like with you, they feel that they can achieve anything. So that's where the Empress energy is, like the provisionals, the supportive, the emotional, like who can hold everyone. And you might have been previously undervaluing yourself, and now you're realizing your true power as a magician. So it could be your empathic abilities, or it could be even like beyond that, the creative abilities to maneuver conversations in like diplomatic or in like a very authoritative yet diplomatic and like charismatic way. Again, an Empress kind of feeling. Let's see what's going on next. Future situations, Page of Coins. So movement towards creating abundance for self, and that can even be shared with others. And that could also have been limiting you, like previously you not being able to fully realize your abundance, like your true power. You might have created these self boundaries, like Seven of Swords points towards illusionary boundaries or illusionary lies that we tell our own self from. We create these unconscious barriers, and these barriers, like unconscious barriers, probably are based out of like old belief systems, or something might have accidentally said us, and their failure or fear became our own fear. And we could not find enough strength in ourselves to go and test this fear and failure. We could not find, because we started thinking that we would be limiting our success. So that's how you got pushed away, and you started creating these illusionary boundaries around your power and your success and what it would look like. What I mean by that is, you, by limiting your opinion about your, like, who you are, or undervaluing yourself, you're limiting the dreams, or how many dreams you try to shoot for, like how many dreams you try to, like, go out there to achieve. And it could also have been based on of like constant repetitive failures of not being able to meet your dreams, that could have created this vicious cycle, and eventually, like, this funnel kind of feeling that now you barely believe in yourself or what your dream tells you. This is a very one-upping feeling, Seven of Swords, and this is like you're one-upping yourself. It's like you're telling your own self that, hey, you're not good enough. So you are either getting past that situation, growing past it, or learning about your own power, magician self, or start believing in your empathic abilities, your creative abilities, your innovative powers, your supportive powers, your empress-like energy. Start understanding your ability to start understanding that is allowing you to go past these nightmares and fears. So in this moment, you are balancing the emotional waters, like this detachment from your old version, the fearful version of you of the past, to a new, powerful, authoritative, empress-like figure of the new. So that transition is being pointed out by Queen of Chalices, where you're balancing those emotional waters. Suggested advice or action. Two of Swords. Conflicting discussion or chaos in your own mind. Context for this advice or action. Eight of Wands. So definitely pointing towards a conflict in your own mind and not being able to perceive the opportunities coming your way. Because of that chaos, because of this transition as to who you were, now who you understand your magician self is, and the transition towards this empress version of you, it's a long journey, and that's where Queen of Chalices is steadying your ship. It's a long journey. While you're going through this journey, you will find many opportunities that would try to bring in help or support for your journey. That's Eight of Wands. Like, your creative, empathic abilities will attract all these opportunities towards you. But what's blocking this movement of progress is a conflict of chaos in your own mind. Not being truly able to appreciate yourself, or not being truly able to believe that you can make this journey, that you are supposed to make that journey. Not being able to fully appreciate that. That's blocking the moment. Hopes and fears. Ace of Wands, another ace card, and potential outcome. Three of Chalices. Three of Chalices is the card that points towards, like, your connection with mind, heart, and spirit, and also like the Empress energy, which is another number card 3. Same card pointing towards, like, your communal presence, your outreach, this change, that transition you're going through will happen. It's in the cards. And the other reason you might be getting blocked, this chaos, this conflict might be happening from you becoming that Empress figure, that abundant power. It could also be that previously, because of lack of belief in who you are, because of these fears and nightmares, you were not creating this outreach, you were not sharing your abundance. And that might have been generated because of a repetitive suppression of your dreams, not being able to meet them because being stuck in an old way of approaching things, not being able to meet them, force those dreams down, shut those dreams down. Now realizing your power, those dreams are popping out. But at the same time, an understanding is coming that you started, because of those squished themes, you started looking at your material abundance in a very negative way. Rather than being appreciative of how far you had come, you started becoming miser about your power or your energy. And it's not truly your fault, it's just the vicious cycle that you were in. So it's like when you started probably approaching work or started creating financial abundance, that's where Ace of Coins, like a start of a thing. When you started doing that previously, that brought to an end or a realization that there's more to you as a magician. That previous end, the previous start from like starting that you had a lot of dreams, enthusiasm, over time not being able to meet them, reality checked by the previous environment or the system you were in, where you were not fully being able to showcase your magician power, or even the profession you were in. So if, like, say you have empathic ability, it's a very powerful ability, like to able to listen, understand, appreciate other people's emotion, and then help them out. And so if you had that ability, but yet you were in a profession like you were mathematician or accountant or engineer, which is like a very logical profession, so you were not fully showcasing your power. You may have been helping your friends out, like colleagues out with your empathic abilities, but the true power of it was not being utilized the way it should have been. And that was blocking your financial abundance by itself, because your true skill was not getting monetized. Blocked financial abundance started, like after years of going through that process, made your dreams small, made you believe in yourself small, and your financial abundance started looking like a stingy wealth. That perception made you not being able to share that abundance with people out there, blocking that empress. That all is shifting now. A new belief is generating in yourself. All these three cards, Magician, card number 1, Ace of Pentacles, another number 1 card, and Ace of Wands, 3 number 1s, Empress, is shifting. These all 3 number 1 cards are shifting you towards this Empress energy. Now what's happening there is, basically now you're understanding. So empathic abilities was an example. It's one of the most powerful abilities, because it's not just that you have to only share through like being a therapist for someone or something like that. It would also be like you can channel those emotions into thoughts, feelings, expressions, and then share them. Social media platforms, otherwise, like just create that hope vibe. And with shifting economies, with shifting realizations of how it's easy to be like, especially with this year, where there has been a shifting realization of how things can go online and being more global, more easily available to everyone across the world. It's just that shift in opinion by itself has allowed more people to come out, more talents to be showcased. So believe in yours too, your empathic abilities. If you don't somehow believe in it, thinking that you are not a therapist or something like that, take up writing, take up storytelling. Storytelling by itself, you need to first, like, to be good at storytelling, you have to be very, like, astute about understanding the emotions of the characters behind the story so that you can drive that story to a great conclusion. So it's not necessarily that you can channel those emotional understanding, psychological understanding powers only through therapeutic ways. Rather, there are many other ways, many other creative, innovative ways to share them. So find those explorative means inside you. Take up writing in terms of storytelling, songwriting, poems, fictional stories. Especially like this is a great time, like in terms of changing like emotions coming out from like the struggle of this year to realizing now it's like changing and now vaccine is coming up and all that stuff is happening. So it's a great time to take in all that and channel that into a creative writing. Ace of Wands is a card that clearly points towards how your inner creative power can be channeled into this amazing abundance into the future. All you need to do is to believe in it and express it. So let go of these old fears, let go of these under evaluation of self, let go of you telling these stories to yourself that you're not good enough. Let go telling yourself that the past failures, other people's failures, is your like destination. No, it's just a momentary step, something just you are experiencing in time. The fear around it, the emotions around it just need to be released and you need to move on to a next destination. Your ship is moving from your previous self to realizing your magical powers, to becoming this abundant empress. Don't block it. Don't let your mental chaos, don't let your own emotions, your old self create these doubts, conflicts that might stop you in this progress. I understand those chaos and conflicts are part of the journey. Especially that's why in those moments when you experience those chaos and conflicts, again, channel them in creative writing, song writing, storytelling, poem. Imagine for a time being you are on a ship. Take that imaginative journey. Allow your inner magician to take all these wands, literally, figuratively, and create amazing magical abundance for you. Take this holiday season with the spirit of like, with altering your spirit from the past, where like this year has been really heavy for a lot, emotionally heavy for a lot of people. So alter that spirit. For a time, just go into this dreamy space and channel your feelings and emotions and just write like a dream fictional story about you. That would allow you to divert, create a funnel for those stuck feelings from the past, these chaos during this journey, and channel into a creative artwork. So take an imaginative journey. You will find your abundant empress self. So Virgo, I hope during this transition where you're moving from your old self, learning about your magical powers, transitioning to your abundant empress self, you, instead of diverting back to the fear, giving into the fear, giving into these nightmares, blocks, rather take an imaginative journey, allow that imagination to, and your creative energy to be channeled into some creative artwork, whatever kind it might look like. You don't have to actually like publicly share it even. It's just For a moment of time, allowing your mind, your adult, especially your adult mind, to take an imaginative journey, which as a kid might have had seemed very convenient, but as an adult it might seem like logically out of order. So allow your adult brain to go through that imaginative journey. You will find a creative spark inside you, a creative self inside you, that will take you to that abundant empress self. Virgo, I hope this reading connected with you, and if it did, I have an extended for it. In the extended, I would further look at how to balance your journey through these chaotic emotional waters. Also, we would look at wisdom from Oracle, messages from Oracle, as to how to steady your ship during these troubled times, how to co-manifest, how to imagine and believe that universe is with you. And timing related to when you find this creative opportunity. All of that we would look in the extended. If you would like to join with you, the link for that is below in the description box. I hope you liked the reading, and if you did, please do like, subscribe and share. Thank you for joining me, and have an amazing week. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.